Welcome to today's episode, my friends. Today is all about the meta on Magic the Gathering in our weekly series here, Friday Night Meta. Thank you for tuning in. As always, thank you for the likes and the subs. And on top of that, if you got a question or comment along the way, do let me know because I'd love to hear from you. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. All right, so a couple things here. As always, we'll break down all the formats, best of one and best of three. We're a few weeks in now into the Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which has certainly made some changes. We've had the Pro Tour, a few other things going on here as well, as always, impacting what's happening. And we're going to break it into those pieces here today. Now, you can find all those timestamps available to you down below. Again, other great information help keep you in the know as well, with a lot of new decks and relevant ones there for you too. Now, a couple things quickly here. We did just cover this amazing one right here by November. We have the #1 list. You can check it out here. A really, really cool rendition when it comes to the Rakdos combo. As always, Rakdos join up there. So let's get into it though, because this is why you're here today. We're going to take a look at standard best of one first. We're out of the gate for May as well. This is our first look at what's going on, so things will certainly be evolving here out of the gate. So a couple things here. First and foremost, we do have mono white humans back at the top. We got mono red aggro, Convoke, Boros Convoke, mono red prowess, Azor's Control, mono blue tempo in there, mono black aggro, and Golgari midrange, making them move back in. Here on the right, you can see exactly a lot of those top lists really being those top four. Here you can see that release of Thunder Junction about 2 weeks ago-ish, a little more. And here's where we're at with the reset here in May. Everything's still kind of holding steady, except for the fact that mono white humans is getting a little bit more popular. And then as we look at that win rate over time, we do see that mono white humans becoming stronger in terms of the meta once again, and where we were at. A couple things moving around a little bit, but not too many moves. I'd say the biggest one really being Azor's Control there, to be honest. So that is what's going on right now at a broad range. Bronze Mythic, not really many Mythic players, so we're going to leave it at that for you this week. Now let's go ahead and check out standard best of three. Here in best of three, we do have Boros Convoke at the top, followed by Azor's Control, Teamer Control, Dimmer Midrange, Golgari midrange, 5-color domain, Esper midrange, and 4-color legends. Here on the right, you can see pretty heavily played up to those top 5. Some movements around here with the Pro Tour kind of a thing as well. We got that 5-color domain way up at the top, but it was already coming up. We see that Esper midrange, and again, big thing from the Pro Tour there. We got Golgari midrange. Here we got Azor's Control, a little bit of a jump in Teamer Control, mono red aggro falling off a little bit, and Dimmer midrange kind of staying steady. Here you do see that Boros Convoke though, well at the top, at least out of the gate reset here, Azor's Control, and everything else as well. So congrats to all of our new Mythic players, crushing it out of the way, as always. All right, so now let's go ahead and move over back to best of one here, and take a look at Explorer. Explorer best of one, we do have some stuff on Selesnya Angels at the top, Mono Red Burn, Abs Animalia, Rakdos Vampires, Boros Heroic, Azor's Control, Is It Phoenix, Mono Black Discard in there. Lots of players up to the top 5 there, not bad. Mono Red Burn being the key list. Here you can see still gaining heavily out of the gate. We see some of the other stuff climbing as well. And then here, the win rate over time, Abs Animalia does fall off a little bit at the beginning here, as we get out of the gates. So that is best of one. Let's see what's going on in best of three. We do have some best of three stuff here as well. Rakdos Vampires, Mono Red Wizards, Azor's Control, Is It Phoenix, Cruel Burn, Rakdos Sacrifice, Mono Black Discard, and Dimmer Control. Here on the right, again, fairly not too bad on the disbursement. In terms of that top 6, really kind of doubling these, I guess, with Rakdos Vampires at the top. Here again, you see that popularity. We see that rise in that mono black discard. A little bit of a drop in Is It Phoenix. And then here on that win rate over time, we do see that Abs Animalia doing well still. We see Mono Red Wizards and Rakdos Vampires up there doing fairly strong too. So there's Explorer for you this week. Let's go ahead and see what's happening over in Alchemy. Alchemy, we got Naya, Mono Black, Mono Red, Orzhov, Gruul, Azor's, Golgari, and Boros. Here on the right, again, similar. In terms of that popularity here, we can see that Mono Red at the top. And we do see a little bit of a rise, that Naya, a little bit of a drop in that Boros as well, and then drops in the win rates as we get started all over again. Mono Black was doing very well. Naya popping in there Right at the end, we see Mono Red and Orzhov. Pretty tight there for Alchemy best of one. Let's see what's going on in Alchemy best of three. Here in best of three, just not enough data, not enough of you playing it. All right, we're going to keep on moving into Historic. Historic here, we do have Mono Red Prowess at the top now. Azorus Control is it Wizards in there. Mono Green Elves, Mono Green Devotion, Celeste Angels, 5-color Reanimator, 5-color Slivers. Here on the right, so many players on Is It Wizards, lots on Elves as always. Prowess getting in there at that 3%. Angels are right around 3. Slivers right around 2. Here you can see that popularity again. It is starting to take a little bit of a dip. And there you go as well with Elves. And then in terms of that win rate, we do see that jump in Mono Red Prowess out of the gate. And Wizards falling pretty significantly between its win rates there. Lots of rise in that Mono Green Devotion and Selesnya Angels there as well. So there you have it. Let's see what's going on in best of three for Historic. There we have Is It Wizards and Mono Green Devotion, my friends. That is all she wrote there. Let's go ahead and check out our timeless format. Here we got Rakdos Burn, Mono Red Burn, 4-color Reanimator, Mono Black Reanimator, 5-color Reanimator, Rakdos Storm, Mono Black Control, and Dimmer Control. Lots of Reanimator, lots of burn, my friends, in terms of what's going on. Here you can see 4-color Reanimator and Rakdos Burn significantly taking up almost every other match you can face one of these two, which is crazy here for best of one. Here you can see that popularity again coming down actually in terms of what's happening. A little bit of a rise in some of these other ones. We do see a good jump in that Rakdos Burn out of the gate. Mono Red Burn falling down a little bit. 4-color Reanimator in there. A little bit of Rakdos Storm kind of falling down as well. And everything else kind of doing steady there, or less. So that's timeless at best of one. Let's see what's going on at best of three. Here we have Rakdos Burn, Dimmer Control, 4-color Yawgmoth, Dimmer Mill in there. Dimmer Control as, again, very, very heavily played, almost 1 out of every 4 matches. There, you got Rakdos Burn, everything else. Here's that popularity over time. You can see how these things are shifting around, and some of those wins, Dimmer Mill just not doing well there for timeless best of three. All right, and I'm a big Mill fan. Last but not least, what is happening in Brawl for us this week? We got Roxanne there at the top, Rusko, Itali, Voja, the Gitrog, the Laughing Jasper Flint, Mythweaver Pog, and Atroxa. Laughing's a new one in here, which is nice to see. Here on the right, you can see that 1 to 3.5%. Here's that popularity over time. Roxanne still holding steady. We got holding steady with Mythweaver Pog. We got Obika kind of falling down there. We see a little bit of a rise, the Gitrog as well. And then here you see that win rate over time. Roxanne doing very, very nice. Let's throw Ragavan in there. Definitely taking out Ragavan. Let's see what the Trox is doing. Trox is not doing as well. How about Rusko? Also above Rusko there as well. Look at that. So lots of things happening. Roxanne's taking the crown here for this week in our Brawl meta. So my friends, that is a lot out of the gate here when it comes to May, when it comes to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. We got a lot of changes, lots of movement. And as always, when the reset, it's a lot of fun. So that's one of my favorite things here out of the gate, as always. And we're 4 days in, which is great. So with that, congratulations to all the Mythic players crushing it right now against each of the formats, getting up there quickly. As always, I do love this new piece there. So congrats to all those folks. With that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode and update here all on the meta for Magic the Gathering. If you still got questions, if you got comments, certainly let me know. Would love to hear from you as always. Feel free to ask down below or join us in the Discord server, my friends, because we got a great community there. Thank you to everyone there as well. And we got plenty of these deck lists already, features on the channel. You can check those out here or also in the links in the description, those kinds of things as well. Lastly, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. It's one of my favorite things here to do our weekly series on the channel. And thank you for your support. I appreciate the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. As always, thank you to all of our members. We have affiliate links available to you. If you're looking for cards, those kinds of things, check those out. Something there for everyone, as I like to say. And don't forget our swag and merch. That's also available to you. So thank you for that support. Lastly, don't forget our socials. Ammy Chammy, stay connected, friends. I love playing your lists here. I love featuring your stuff and trying it here on the channel. With that, get out there and enjoy some magic.